All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. Before we jump into this chart, I just want to go ahead and quickly announce to everyone, because this is something that I have been emphasizing, but a lot of new-time investors or first-time viewers are coming across the channel. And yes, you're looking for the chart analysis, but this is what happens in a lot of the videos, and you guys are leaving money on the table, guys. This second half of the video is where the money's at. I've done it endless times with Pindual Duo sitting at 124, ran up to 147 in just 5 days. Charge point at $19, and in just a few days, it ran up to 32. And Skills at 14, 15, and then we talked about it again at 12. I wanted to emphasize it, and it ran up 19 plus, right? So we've done it countless times. Now, not every single time I talk about a stock towards the end of the video means that it's guaranteed to go up, but I share with you guys new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Yes, you're here for the chart analysis. I get it. I can't blame you. I understand you. If I was watching a video myself or watching one of my own videos, I'm just looking for the chart analysis. I only care about the stocks I'm invested in and move on. I get it. But in this channel, I make chart analysis out of gratitude, and I add on towards the second half of the video new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Now, not only do I talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list, but I also discuss, as you see on the screen, the ticker symbols I mention over in the morning over at the Discord, guys. Every single morning, I mention the stocks I'm watching, and if that's something that interests you, the link to the Discord is down below. Slots are filling up pretty quickly, and we have a community of 100 plus members already, all looking to learn and grow together. Smart, intelligent investors, all focusing on the same goal, to maximize profits and minimize losses. And if that's something that you're interested in and you want to become a part of, as you can see on the screen, the different opportunities that have presented themselves in the last several weeks, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into this chart and stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time right after this chart analysis to talk about the stocks I mentioned in the morning, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. So here we are with Ocgn stock, Ocugen Inc. And before we go ahead and jump to all of this, I do want you guys to be aware that I already did a video on this, but it's much longer. It's going to have the same information, but I'm just going to condense it. So if you want to get my full opinion, you'll get it over there. But here, it's for those of you that are trying to get in, get out, and move on. And I do have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end. And if it's something that interests you about joining the Discord, as you saw in the charts before, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and we're 100 plus members already, all looking to learn and grow together, and that's something you can become a part of as well. The link to the Discord is down below, once again, in the description. So Ocugen Inc., right, runs up. Now it pulls back. There's two things concerning me, and it's how much revenue Ocugen was going to obtain from the Covaxin vaccines, and the whole entire deal with the $10 premium offering. I don't know if you guys remember me saying that, but I was concerned about that. And a lot of investors brushed it off. Some realized it, some didn't, and others were saying, what are you talking about? So if we did an offering, which the offering happened after this dip, right here, okay, it just fell. The stock was above $10. If you were doing a $10 stock offering, that's at a discount, okay? It wouldn't say premium. So they weren't doing the valuation based off this run. They were basically saying that they were doing a $10 premium offering, basically evaluating the stock below $10. If you didn't catch on to that, that's very important to realize. Now, the stock did consolidate and move around a lot here because of investor sentiment, the hype, and the news, to the point that it reached a high here of $16. Very impressive of all the investors collectively, whether it was institutional, retail, or millionaires and billionaires jumping in on this, pushing this up to newer highs. But earnings is supposedly tomorrow, and I want to say thank you to those of you that confirmed that in yesterday's video. And if anybody wants to confirm it, you're more than welcome to comment down below, as well as share your opinions and thoughts on this. But the fact that earnings is tomorrow and the stock has been falling, sometimes that's a good sign, sometimes that's not. Now, this earnings report for the last several weeks on different companies has been very, very confusing. Like, there's earnings that are being blown away and the stocks are falling. There's earnings that are not even being beat and the stocks are going up. So I'm not saying that earnings is contributing to this drop or any jump this will have. I'm completely ignoring earnings right now, but the stock is falling towards earnings, and that's something to be aware of. The second thing, the $10 premium offering, which I still found that interesting to this point. We are below $10. I've said plenty of times, anything below it could show weakness. And the second thing, above all else, which is actually the third, I've said 1, 2, and now the third, not the second, but the third, is the market cap, guys. And look at this. Analysis ratings and articles are saying that they think if this stays between $10 to $12, the Covaxin revenue and net profit and valuation with Covaxin might be already priced in. I'm not saying it's going to stop the stock from moving upwards, because even after an offering and all that wild stuff, the stock did push upwards. Investor sentiment is very, very bullish, as we could see it here. But it is something to be aware of, because if it's already priced in, how much further could this go? And those expectations that investors have, right, of reaching $20+ might not be met. I'm not saying it can't. This is just my opinion, and I could be incorrect, right? So let's read this. And I've talked about this months ago. I've talked about this weeks ago, and I've talked about it for the last 3 months, okay, since this came out. And basically all it says here is what Covaxin's capable of doing, what was expected for Covaxin to do if they start in Q2 getting emergency use approval, which we're in Q2 right now, and 100 million doses is their goal to sell. And if successful, Ocugen could receive up to 45 of the venture's profits, which would likely amount to $1 billion. Now, at the time of this post, the stock was around, I think, $6, $7, maybe $5, and it was at a $1 billion valuation. Okay, Covaxin's only going to add $1 billion to this stock. Where are we? 1.8. So it might already be priced in, and if it does go back up to $10 to $12, it might already be priced in. How much further could it go? That's the big question mark. Unless hype drives it up temporarily, and at the end of the day, it comes right back down to a valuation close to $10. And I found it interesting as well that they did that offering around that $10 quote unquote premium, guys. So some stuff to go ahead and think about. Not here to be a negative Nancy, just here to be aware and prepared. So the support level here that you want to watch for is 903. If that gets broken through, watch it very carefully. We are in bearish territory, and this could pull even further down. The resistance that the bulls want to break through is right here at 1054. Use it as support and use that as a stepping stone to get one step closer to the 50-day moving average of 1114. This is the true point that the bulls want to break through, 1114, to get back into bullish territory. But before getting there, they do want to break through 1054, turn it into a support, and use that as momentum, okay? That's just an indicator for us investors to know where the momentum is going. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Now, all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys. So the ticker symbol I have for us today is one that I've talked about multiple times, and every single time it touches $20, it gets more interesting. But for the first time, it's hit below $20, and this is becoming more interesting than ever. I've said it before, but it's definitely one to have on your watch list moving forward. And every single time it's hit $20, it jumps back up, giving 10 to 20% swing trade opportunities. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen again, but this is the time to watch this one closely. But before we jump into that, I want to share with you guys the stocks I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if it's something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. We're 100+ members already over at the Discord, all looking to learn and grow together. Great, smart, intelligent investors in the community, and that's something you can become part of as well. And we look forward to having you join us. So, AMS I talked about it in the morning. It was currently sitting at 445. And by the way, when I mention stocks, it does not mean that's an entry or an exit. It's not financial advice or anything of that sort. It's just me sharing my opinions and stocks that I'm watching. Now, just because I'm watching it doesn't mean it's something to react upon right away or to react upon at all, right? So for the first time, we've actually had two stocks in the same day fall, but both of them have been opportunities, because it's not about where you start watching it. It's all about how long do you stay watching it and where do you find the opportunity. The opportunities are there. They never leave. The moment you start watching a stock, the opportunity is there. But sometimes it takes patience, it takes time, and you got to have your indicators and the charts speaking to you through the movement. So let's look at this. So AMS needed more volume in the morning. TRVN had a lot of volume, and what happened? It pulled back, hit 170, and it jumped back up to about 178. So this didn't give much other than just about, I'd say 5%, like 3 to 5% on the day. This was a realistic expectation move after it dipped and came back up. Now, Apple, I talked about an option play that I did. This was a home run for the day. It gave 20% profit when I bought it at 80, and I sold it at 0.97. So that was the 128 put expiring tomorrow. So this was very risky, and this is something I didn't want anyone to act upon, if not just watch. And even though I sold at 0.97, I even said it, the stock may go lower, but profits are profits. And just a few moments after, this turned into 1.17, okay? So I missed out on another 20%, if I'm quite honest with you guys. But I'm all about executing, and profits are profits, and that's what it's all about. So AMS actually collapsed after me stating it in the morning. This is the perfect example of not expecting right away, instant gratification. And when you start watching a stock, you really want to watch it, and you want to look for weakness or a floor. No one knows it, right? And most of the time, the stocks I'm watching, they don't collapse like this. They don't. Usually they have a pullback, they show some strength and take off. But what happened was there was not enough volume. I emphasized it. So a lot of the volume that was showing up was outflow, and you can see that here by the bars. Okay, very little green bars. But something that's interesting is if you really watch a stock and you really want to look for opportunity, it takes time sometimes, and the confirmation is here. Hit a low of 311, and then it hit up to 317, 319, and then 322. So within 320 range, right? Or let's just say 325 all the way down to 310, that was a range of opportunity, okay? And it was looking like it was a floor every single time between these two and these two. And look what happened after, okay? Did I know that was going to happen? No. Did any other investor know that was going to happen? No. But when you start watching a stock, even throughout this discouraging weakness, you need to watch it because the opportunity is about to come. Whether it came here, or it came here, it was bound to give back at least 5 to 10%. But you had to watch it. That's why you can't just jump right away. You can't be eager. You have to watch and see. Now, not every single time stocks are just going to collapse. Sometimes they move very fast, pulls back down here to 391 and jumps back up to 419, consolidates, and then jumps up again. That happens a lot of times. So it's always about not having fear of missing out, and then also timing yourself and understanding where the weakness is. But early on, since I mentioned it around 445 here, it jumped up to 491. This gave about 10 to 15% right away. But if you didn't play it in the pre-market, the opportunity was missed. Then it fell down, hit a low here of 391, and jumped up to 419. That was another 5% opportunity. But where the home run happened, even though I'm not going to call this a home run, was here after the big collapse. And then once the confirmation happened several times, anyone that's prepared and equipped, like I always say, this is my opinion, I watch for weakness, I buy in, and the risk of trying is putting a stop limit loss or a stop loss, whichever one you're more comfortable with, and then letting it trigger. If it touches it, call it a day. At least you tried. And if it doesn't get touched, ride that one up to your 5 to 10%, 10 to 20%, and whatever it is that you're trying to aim to do. So this is what happened today. Perfect realistic expectations of how the market really works. No one's perfect, but opportunities are always there. So let's talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. And if you want to become part of this community of growing and learning investors, we're 100+ members. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. So let's talk about this. Which one do you want to add to your watch list? You may have it already and may not. And as I'm talking, the stock has been running. Wow. So this stock has never been below $20 since last year, guys. Okay. And here we are seeing it hit a low of $19.41. And as I'm talking, this was actually at $19 and already got back into $20. This is a stock you want to watch. I would not rush into making a decision with this stock, me, personal opinion. But I would do research on the stock, understand more of what's going on. They've partnered up with so many big companies to the point that they're with IBM and many others, okay, that everyone's talked about. And this has to do with a sector that is growing, and a lot of analysis ratings and investors are saying this is a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar company. And right now it's sitting at a market cap of 37 billion. So you can think about the room this stock has to grow in market cap and price. So definitely watch this one either for consolidation or a healthy pullback, because this below $20 is very rare. And as I was talking, it's been running back up. So very interesting. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.